Hello, I'm in St Mary's Church in the middle of Swansea. Until about an hour ago, this church was packed full of families. Families connected with family centres, which our diocese supports across the city and county of Swansea and elsewhere. It's a bit of a cliche to say that Christmas is about families, but it is a traditional time for families to come together and celebrate. And of course, at the heart of Christmas, the Christian Christmas, is a particular family, the family of Jesus and Mary and Joseph. And I want to say something about the traditional Christmas stories, and particularly about the visitors who came to see that one important family. And let me start with the shepherds. I sometimes like to think of the shepherds as being people who today might be on 0 hours contracts. They were looking after someone else's sheep. The sheep come along, someone needs to look after them, hire a few shepherds. But the shepherds themselves represent the ordinary, humble people, the workers, the labourers. And then other people came to visit the family. The wise men. Were they wise men? Were they sages? Were they kings? Doesn't matter. But they were people who had influence. They were people of standing. They were people of some substance. And we know that because of the gifts which, according to the story, which they bring. So we have shepherds representing ordinary people. We have kings representing people of importance and influence. And the combined message is that in this family, visited by both groups of people, in this family there is focused something fundamentally important for the human race. In the child at the center of the family, the child who would grow into the preacher and the teacher, Jesus of Nazareth. In that child is focused the truth of the Christmas story. His message of love, justice, peace, reconciliation, that message is something which the world needs to hear day by day by day. We ought not to forget that when he was born, he was homeless. We ought not to forget that shortly after he was born, he became a refugee. God's interested in the homeless. God's interested in the refugee. God's interested in the hungry, the needy, the sick. God's interested in everyone. And part of the role of a church, if not the most fundamental role of a church, is to bring that love of God, that truth of God, as made visible in Jesus, into the lives of the communities where the church is based. My hope for all of you is that you will have a good Christmas, a blessed Christmas, and a Christmas that will give at least some thought to the family that lies at its very heart, to the child born homeless, the child become a refugee, the child who grew into the one who spoke of justice and truth, peace and love. So God bless you all this Christmas. If you have a family, God bless your family. And I wish you a peaceful and loving New Year.